Hey, it's Pork Chop out of here. I'm just gonna talk for just a few minutes about Bernie Sanders and my generation, and whatever pops in my head. I'm just gonna talk about it for a few minutes. If you want to listen, that's fine. You're more than welcome to listen. All right. See, the thing about Bernie Sanders is I really don't like that man. That's the truth. I do not like Bernie Sanders at all. I think I come from the old school thought that you should earn everything that you have. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I keep seeing people. My whole generation offends me. To be honest with you, I get offended by the very fact that they're a bunch of entitled little shits. They're a bunch of spoiled, fucking rotten, entitled pieces of shit who wouldn't know hard fucking work if it hit them in the face with a goddamn 2x4. Alright? I mean, the truth be told here, I mean, okay, they're fed up. I understand a college education is fucking ridiculous. Not the fact of having it is ridiculous. The whole fact of how much it costs. Good God Almighty, good God Almighty, makes my pork chop sizzle. It's like, good grief. That shit is like at least $20,000 a year, and it goes on up from there. So it's like okay, $20,000 is the price of a fucking new car. I mean, you ain't getting no new Corvette or Camaro with that. It ain't happening. But I mean, you could buy a new car with that, and then you got to go probably for at least 4 years to have a chance in the job market. Okay, so basically, you looking at $80,000. God, I hope that includes tax. So basically, you could have bought yourself a shelter and a car with that kind of money, and but that's me looking. I'm a realist. I look at necessities more than anything. Okay, everybody would like to have a 5-story McMansion and a brand new Cadillac. Everybody would love to have that shit, but you know what? I mean, do you need it? Do you really need all that to be happy? I don't. But that's another story. We talking about this. I understand it's an exorbitant amount of money. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is people who bitch about minimum wage in my generation. It just is sickening. It's like, okay, you're bitching because on the job application, you took it upon yourself to write, I will work for $7.25 on Alabama. I know it's on that application. You ain't the only one who's ever filled out a damn application, okay? I think everybody has. But you ain't the only one, and we know what's on it, all right? If you write on the little box that I imagine is worded something like this, I expect this much money, or this many wages, or this rate, and you write $7.25, motherfucker, you are. That's your actions. You said you would do it, okay? That's adulthood. Lesson 101. You say you do something, you better do it, okay? That's part of being a decent human being. Alright? Now, I understand you're going to say to me, but pork chop, if I don't write that on there, I can't get the job. I'm going to starve. I ain't going to have no electricity. Lord, help me now. Okay, that's true. Alright? That's very true. Now, I mean, I don't know how it is the rest of America or whatever, but in Alabama, the people I'm surrounded with bitch this kind of shit off, and I think they hear it on the TV and they go into panic mode and they repeat it. The point is, in the state of Alabama, we still have a lot of industrial type work, man work, put your arms into it, put your back into it, and a lot of these fuckers are working these minimum wage jobs. They have gotten this idea, probably from being spoiled their whole damn life, into thinking something like this, that those kind of jobs aren't for them. Those kind of jobs are slave work. They're grunt work. I'm too good to work in them kind of jobs. Lordy, let me flip a goddamn hamburger again instead of trying to get a real job. Alright? Now, I ain't mean to make fun of nobody, okay? But I like to make jokes. All right, but that's how I see the world, and I mean, okay, I get it. I get it. Minimum wage sucks. Okay, you understand. I think we all understand in society, CEOs have billions of dollars in their pocket, and they could probably pay more, but that's not the point. Okay, the point is if you don't like that job you're doing, if you find you don't make enough money on minimum wage, get your ass out there, go get you a business license, get you a business loan, and you do it better. You should show us you can do it better before you order someone out there to pay you more money. Okay? Alright? Let's see you go start your own business from the ground up. Let's see you go out there and succeed. And let's see you do it better and you lead the fucking way. Look at Costco. Costco led the way. They pay their people $9 out. Walmart started doing it. Okay? Now, be that in mind, they did that to get out of unions in there, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to that $9, $10 minimum wage in a few years when inflation kicks its ass and kicks it square in the ball sack. That $10 an hour is going to drop faster than a damn rock. You are going to be making less money. Alright? That's a fact of life. Alright? Now what you want to do about minimum wage, and this is a perfectly fair system, and it's better than just, we need to raise the minimum wage every so often. I'll tell you what old Pork Chop recommends. Old Pork Chop recommends we turn into independent contractors. That's what I do, or aka self-employed or whatever. You turn everybody into an independent contractor. That's how you claim everybody as. No more employees, no more this and that. Everybody is an independent contractor. Now, what that means is instead of getting a wage an hour, you will get a fee per service done. Say that you make 75 cents per hamburger sold. That's your fee, 75 cents. Now, you can add on other fees like French fries. Every time you put some French fries or fry them, it's 20 more cents per order of those. All right? Now, by the time, at least 50 cents per hamburger sold, if you sell 20 of them things, I'm not doing the math right now, but I believe that's $10 an hour. Now, if you're now sometimes you're going to be real slow and you're going to be looking at like, well, where's my money? But then you'll peak up and you'll make enough money to cover those times when you didn't make a lot of money. All right, you just everybody works for fees. That's fair. Now that is a great fucking idea. I do it. I love it. Okay, I make a shit ton of money. All right, anyway, for what I'm doing, okay, I ain't making like $100 bills every hour and like putting them in strippers. Fucking, I ain't making enough money to do all that. All right, but the point is, quit whining about your situation. The government is not going to fix your situation. Only you can fix you. All right. I mean, hell, I take offense to a lot of the stuff the government does. I've got the blood of as I call it, of a farmer in me. I've got the blood and the desire to farm, to harvest crops, to raise animals, to care for animals. And I'm gonna tell you, the government steps in my way every step of the fucking way. If you don't own 100 acres of land and you don't jump through their hoops, they don't want you touching an animal, even if it's just to feed yourself or your family. Now that's what I take offense to. Now a lot of people they don't want to farm, and that's cool. I understand. Sometimes animals stink. Okay, to me it smells like nature, because that's what it is. Now enough about that. Now another thing I'm talking about is this. Basically, all I want to say about all this free health care and free education and higher minimum wage and everything else, if you do that, it's going to hurt the poor. All right, it's going to hurt the middle class. Okay, it's going to hurt the very ones that you're yelling at exploit. It is going to hurt the very ones who are yelling exploitation. It is not going to phase. It is not going to phase the exploiters and the slaveholders. Okay, it's not going to phase them. Because like we said, they got enough money to snort coke off a hooker's ass. Alright? It's not going to phase them. Now, it is going to phase the ones who are already being exploited. Alright? As I've already explained, the government takes X amount of money out your check, and then they offer you food stamps and maybe public housing. Why? If they didn't steal so much money from you, they wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't need it. You could probably pay your rent and still have enough money left over to, go out and spend it and help the economy, stimulate that motherfucker. But, I'm not no expert, I know people who talk about this kind of stuff on talk radio and on, conservative stations and libertarian stations. I know people talk about they can quote everything off the top of their head. I cannot, but all I can tell you is how I see it, using common sense. Alright? So basically, what I'm talking about is I'm tired of hearing my generation act like a bunch of entitled, spoiled, rotten bitches. Alright? Bitches. It's like I just told you a roadmap to do it. I mean, if you think that you are tired of being exploited, well, stop being exploited. That's the problem with Americans. I mean, if Americans want things, but they're unable to struggle for them anymore. They used to be. Now, don't misread me there. We used to be a bunch of tough motherfuckers. Well, here lately, we seem to be a bunch of cross-dressed and transvestites who I feel, it's cool if you're a transgender and shit. That's cool. I firmly respect. That's just, I don't agree with your lifestyle, but that's your life, and you're the one living it. Just like it's my life, and I'm the one living my life. Okay, you may not like my sideburns. I personally, I don't give a fuck. But the thing about transgender people, and it's not all of you, some of you are great, great people, okay? The ones that are running around cross-dressing and then saying that they're women and they have dicks between their legs, okay? They have dicks and ball sacks, and they're running around yelling, I'm every woman. I'm every woman. And I'm like, no, the fuck you ain't. You still got a wiener. But that don't stop them. That really don't. It does not stop them to point out the truth. It's like, and then, it's strange. We live in a world where abstract concepts are taking over reality. We like I just said, you got men who want to be women, and that's fine if you want to be a woman. But you can't call yourself a woman if you got male parts. Okay? That'd be like trying to put a Ford parts on a Chevrolet. It does not work that way. It will not bolt upright. You have to make alterations. You have to fabricate it to work. Now, now if you're a man and you want to be a woman, that's cool. And you go get your junk chopped off and your genitals mutilated, that's cool too, man. I'll call you a fucking woman if you've got the right parts. But I'm not going to call a goddamn Chevrolet a fucking Ford. And I'm not going to call a Honda a fucking Toyota. That's a fact of life. Okay? If you get offended at that, well, tough fucking shit. Okay? Probably 200-300 years ago, thousands of men died for what we call the fucking Bill of Rights, the Constitution, to give me the right to call you what the fuck you are. And if you don't like it, well, fuck. Go jump off a cliff. Go cry about it. Go fix your situation. Go get your genitals mutilated. Go put some, if you're a woman want to be a man, go get a wiener. Fuck. We, back in the 50s and shit, okay, I understand, we've had transgender people and gay people for as long as man has been man, and that's cool, that's your life. But the point, what makes me mad is not the fact you're transgender. Okay, that don't faze me. Okay, I don't care what's in your pants. What bothers me is the stupidity of calling yourself something you're not. I mean, you can't run around and say you're black and be white as a snowflake. You can't run around saying you're white and be black as a fucking, black people. You can't do that because it's not right. Now, we live in a decade, an amazing time, when if you want to be a woman, guess what? You can probably go get a reasonably priced surgery to make that happen. And then, you know what? If someone calls you a man, I punch him in the face my own goddamn self. Alright? But that's the deal, man. I got off track with that last part. That's cool. I don't care. It's my video. You don't like it, you know what the fuck, you know how to get off of it. Anyways, the point is, to my generation, be like the ones who came before us. Be like the ones when this country was strong. Walk your own fucking path. Don't beg to the government for fucking table scraps to fix your life and your situation. Go out there and do it your own damn self. Thanks for listening. This is Pork Chop.